We are a go. What is up? Finally have my water bottle here. You and me. You and me. Hi. How are you? Well, you're doing well. Hiyo. What's up? How are you, bro? You good? You good? You doing good? Type in chat if you're doing good. And wow, yeah, okay. Two people. Now that is great. Do say hi in chat if you feel so inclined. Still waiting, guys. Anyone here? Zero viewers? Okay, I can wait. Don't be shy. Yo, what is up, Anuj? Today was kind of relaxing. My stepsister did come for a visit together with her husband. It was kind of uh, to come on the actual day of my birthday was a bit difficult for all of us. So it ended up being today, which was nice. My dad cooked up some steaks again, tasty as always, and yeah, it was really nice, quaint, pleasant. My scent of the day as a swift change from you know he who shall not be named. My scent of the day was the much calmer and much more prim and proper, you know, not Lapidus. God damn it, this shit is even in my mind just because I know. Ambre Supreme by Liaison des Moutons Bleus. You know, the one, the I not the one, the only. It's one of the Liaison des Moutons Bleus releases. I really like it. It has the kind of a little bit of a salty aquatic feel, which I enjoy. I find it very pleasant, and there's a lot of fun things to like focus on, and when it pops on into my when I get a waft of it, it's different facets. Sometimes I get more of the kind of warm pissiness, not really like super pissy but there's like a honey piss thing, like a little bit. Sometimes I get more of the wet rock, the wet rock mineralic aquatic feel of ambergris in Ombre Supreme. Other times it just like feels like a fizz, like a sort of a weird spice fizz that I can only equate to the color and vibrancy of turmeric. But I know there's no turmeric in this, and yet that's what I feel from this. Like, it does not smell like turmeric in the least, but I do get turmeric from this. Just in color and almost texture. It's a fizzed up turmeric feel, which is a weird way to describe it. That's just how I feel. Other than that, I did a little bit of reading for my courses tomorrow. And I'm also, dreading a bit because tomorrow is a training day. I have to go to the gym, which I'm gonna do because fitness is very important for a young man such as myself. But it's also hard and tiring, and I'm gonna grumble and grumble, but I'm still gonna do it. It's not like I'm gonna skip it. I do, still kind of, I'm still in a kind of chubby kid mentality, but I'm trying to fix it. I know that like finding motivation to train is a bit of a bullshit thing, and it needs to be a consistency thing, and do it even though I don't want to do it. What kind of exercises, you ask? I use kettlebells, specifically. Well, currently it's an 8 kilogram kettlebell, and I do swings as my first exercise, and then Turkish get-ups as my second exercise. And Turkish get-ups are very, very intense and very difficult for me, especially with a heavy 8 kilogram uh, kettlebell, which I have to lug around from a lying position to a full stand. yeah, it takes it out of me, bro. I can for now I can only do 5 sets of 5 reps cumulative, not like which is like uneven, like 2 sets on one side and 3 sets on the other. Yeah, yeah, I know, I've seen him. He's ripped. It's just I'm kind of I like to do my own thing, and even though kettlebells aren't the most effective for hypertrophy, it's something that I like to do because it's fun and like it makes me feel like I'm an old school, not bodybuilder, but like just like an old school strong man with those big hunks, like big weight balls. And I feel like I feel like I have to wear a striped kind of one piece thing, not a leotard because that's like a V thing. It's more like a striped kind of thing, kind of a tank top that extends a little further than shirt length, kind of that thing. I feel like that, even though my weights are kind of puny. But there's nothing wrong with starting with puny things. I have to admit that I'm a weakling before I start reaching for strong weights. That's called ego lifting, and it never works out well for people who ego lift. Yeah, calisthenics also great to do. For me, it's not as fun, so I just I don't find myself progress. I don't find myself you know coming back to that exercise. Well, with kettlebells, I feel myself after a while like I want to go back to doing that exercise. So yeah, that's kind of nice. Do you have a particular scent of the day, or have you not decided yet? Or is it gonna be one of those no scent days, Anush? That is a perfectly viable option. Yeah, so like, what's scent wise? What are you going with today, if at all? Nothing thus far, really. Not even considerations. Not even like you don't want me to do a little bit of a scent of the day talent show for you. Give me a few options, and I'll tell you which one you should wear. You don't want me to do that for you. Doing a little bit of an opposite day thing. Ah, I see. Yeah, it would. Yeah, yeah, it would be a little. Yeah, in that particular situation, I would see why not wearing a smell would be marginally better than wearing a scent on top of all the decants. Still though, for decants, bro, you're way too kind on those, bro. It's insane. Let me just like I don't know, kind of thinking on. Yeah, I mean, it's out. How shall I say it? I haven't experienced that overwhelming of a lot of scents, like the really close up perfume section of the mall thing. But knowing, how alcoholic fragrances are, it probably gets there in terms of how it bothers one's nose. Yeah. I kind of want to get a little bit of. I'm just gonna grab a mini bottle and start sniffing just because, like, I want to. Not Lapidus, by the way. I need a break from Lapidus. This thing just pulls me back in a way that I just don't. I need a break from this. This is a toxic relationship. It smells so bad and so good and so weird and so just a lot of descriptors which I don't know. Why am I attracted to this? Anyway, I think I'm gonna pull out a mini bottle now. Uh, it has been decided that I'm going to sniff a little of Purnom de Caron. So, yeah, this is the stuff. I, yeah. You know what's kind of funny? No chocolate in this, but the lavender and vanilla combo kind of goes a little chocolatey. Yeah, it's so weird that a lavender and vanilla thing coalesces into a chocolate. Just like wow. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And again, thanks Anush for this among many other things you've sent me. And don't worry, you will be properly thanked for the other shipment in 4 to 5 weeks' time, as is customary for international shipments. Uh, hmm. Honestly, I don't particularly. I mean, maybe if you like, one is like, a very like masculine man guy, or like maybe maybe it's just it doesn't have to do with masculinity or anything. Maybe just it's just like something that I can't guess. For me, it smells very lovely, and wearing this would absolutely work. What is up, Paolo? How is it in dry Dubai? I have yet to get to the Pronom de Caron, but Paolo, you will be surprised to know if you have not watched the VOD of the previous stream, or you haven't watched the Robes live, which I was actually on. I was on a Robes live stream. That was incredible. I like he did not have to do it, and I just like it was really fun talking to Mark. It was really nice. But yeah, Paolo, say hello to the newest friend in our collection. Da 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 da. Lapidus, as the Brits would say, Lapidus pour homme. But no, it's Lapidus purum. You know, it's this. The thing, the thing, big, cheap, weird, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Ramsey has absolutely destroyed my taste, and like I like he made me jump to stuff. Well, made me. I can't blame viewers, or I can't blame people who I watch on my decisions. Like seeing him talk about those old scents and how it's a great modern formulation and all that made me want to smell it. And when I saw that it was $16 on online, it was just insane. It was just like I have to go smell this. I'm not gonna blind buy this because it's Tad goddamn Lapidus. So what I did was I had to wait on some meds in a cosmetic slash drugstore, and they just so happened to have a bottle of Ted Lapidus, a tester, on one of the lower shelves. So I sprayed that one, And wow, I just really fell in love with that shit. It was just like, wow, it just like, huh? That's insane. And yeah, as for curls, I mean, I don't know about the vintage one. I don't know about the vintage one, but I have smelled the modern curls, which I have to say, comparing the modern ones, Lapidus kind of sweeps curls, but you know, it's I still like curls. It is a very nice urinal cakey scent. Well, this just kind of smells like an old man shower, at least at the start, and then it goes into the weird, sweet, musky thing where you're like, who wants to smell like this? And then you sometimes go, I want to smell like this, and then you go, why do I want to smell like this? This is a toxic relationship fragrance. Like, what the hell, man? I'm gonna spray this one, just one out the window, so I can get a fresher, smell off of this. It's gonna make the window smell really good. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, like it probably is because there's no, the things. It's not Ifra. It's the other one, the cosmetics, European cosmetics and thing. Ifra's. I don't know what Ifra does, but Ifra's not the one that bans things. Ifra's the one who tries to make the other agency, which people are supposed to hate, to not ban as much of the ingredient. Let me spray this out into the window. And yeah, now that I get the opening, it is way cleaner in the opening than it is in the dry down. The dry down is like a weird syrupy industrial strength honey, but on the opening spray, there's a clean there's a clean shave thing, which is like, how do you go from the opening of a clean shave to a fruit punch honey weird concoction of like, huh? But yeah, again, I don't know why I like this, and I am scared for my fellow students in on campus when I go up rocking Ted Lapidus Perome on campus. They will either run away or get weirdly close to me. And I don't know which I prefer, honestly. We do have 5 people, which is great. I forgot, kind of, hi, Bob. Thank you for showing up. We do appreciate your company around here. So, yeah, thank you for showing up. I mean, yeah, I absolutely will try it eventually. Zeno by Davidov. I have smelled Beau de Jour, which people kind of stretch a line between. So if I like that, I'll probably enjoy Zeno. Tuscany per Uomo. People say it kind of smells like Azzaro Perome, so I also might enjoy it. And hello, Phil. Hello, Phil. I am doing great. I'm not sure, but you must be either here from, on my own merit, which is great, or it was from the Robe stream, which I do appreciate you going and subscribing from that, if it is truly the case. But yeah, thank you. Do feel free to drop your scent of the day in the comments. Yeah, do feel free to do that. And more refined than the Zara Perone. I will have to, you know, find a way to smell that because I'm pretty sure it is discontinued. Which, sucks for everyone who likes that, I suppose. Terreau de toilette. How do you know that, Bob? Huh? Did he tell you that in DMs or something? Interesting relationship you have there with Phil Stevens. But yeah, more refined than Azar Perome. Speaking of Azar Perome, we have a different set of viewership, so I'm gonna ask this again. Did any of you smell uh, Azaro Perom Lo? You know, Azaro Perom Lo, the frosted bottle one. I I, I really just kind of wanted to buy it after my gym set runs out. I don't need like a wow knock off my socks thing. I just really enjoy Azaro Perom, and that shit cannot be worn in the gym. So I'm looking for what's basically a sportier thing. And from what I've seen, the low thing is a cleaner sport version of Azzaro, which I somehow now really like Azzaro, which is great. Giorgio Beverly Hills for men. Hmm. Oh, on. Oh, so you're an OG even before my first video upload. I do appreciate you, man. OGs are much appreciated. I'm gonna have to say a little bit more than people who join late, but people who join late are still great because it means they appreciate my content nonetheless. And yeah, I have heard of Giorgio Beverly Hills once. It was on this podcast called the Cologne Podcast. Nice guys to listen to. And they don't pretend to like be experienced in perfume stuff. Whereas the Lizodorants know what they're talking about. The Cologne Podcast doesn't know what they're talking about, and they make no attempt in hiding that fact. They're just sorry, I'm gonna have to steal their line. They're two educated fools going on a fragrance journey. I just kind of like hearing their thoughts and stuff. They do seem like outsiders looking in, which is a fun concept. I do enjoy that. I am kind of an outsider looking in, but to the vintage side of fragcom. I hate that word fragcom. Just like, but yeah, that's that. Terre d'Hermès, by the way, the eau de toilette. The eau de toilette. I have smelled on my twin brother many a time, and I mean I do enjoy it. But my favorite from the line is actually the eau très fraîche. It is actually the one I enjoy most. Call me like an I don't know anything you want. It's just that's the one I gravitated towards most. It was just the citrus thing in it was just like so captivating for me. Just insane. Insane is not a very good descriptor because like saying it's insane is like yeah this fragrance can stab people in the street. It was very good, remarkably so. And you know what? If five people is great, I think we're going to do the scent of the night. To, new fragcom, darling. That's a bit much. That is a bit much. This guy's saying darling is a bit. I don't know. It's like I'm a little bit of an unknown like kind of thing. I mean, if people watch me, that's great. But that's going a bit too far at the moment. I won't go with saying new fragcom, darling. But well, I don't like to call it fragcom. The fragcom is the most appropriate word, but it brings up associations of high school cliques and all the weird drama stuff, which I have no interest in doing. And again, I'm not knocking those guys either, because that would be me contributing to the drama. I just don't want to talk about, that side of the community. I like the guys who are friends with each other and they're friends and they like perfume and they like talking about perfume. That's that. I just like talking about perfume. I don't like talking about other people talking about perfume unless they're my friends and I support them. And so, with that, I think it is high time for us to advance into the Scent of the Night talent show. You have seen the first candidate already. Give it up for our man, the dandy, pour un nom de Caron. Well, hate is a very strong word, but I wouldn't say I like, Fragcom. If you say you are a proud member of Fragcom, it kind of weirds me out. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, the first member is Pour un homme de Caron, and the three other members, as always, will be decided by the blind pull cosmetics bag. Which funny story about this. First of all, zdravo, Dushan, zdravo. Yeah, Dushan, we are doing vintage Diamant is interesting. I would like even the modern stuff. I would like to smell Dia. That is, I've heard it's a very clean scent, but not in the reflection way. In the more, you know, nice, in a different way that isn't reflection. Don't say it. Don't think it. 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 Don't say it. So yeah, funny story about this bag is if you see this, yeah, this this is an A of Azzaro. I actually got this with my first ever purchase of a bottle, like ever, which was Azzaro Wanted by Night. I know. What do you mean Wanted by Night? You've heard the story if you saw me on, Eugene's first stream, but that's actually what got me eventually into diving into these fragrances. So while I do view it as a bit of a lesser fragrance now, it is still, you know, it's like an ex that I thank for having been there for me, but we have both moved on from each other. If you kind of get the analogy. So yeah, that's the story about why I have this cosmetics bag from Azara. So our first blind pull is Vetiver by Guerlain, the one. Our second pull is Jiki. Jiki. Nah, you guys are just not. Nah. Bonjour, bonjour. Just Add Light. Thank you so much for your tuning in. That is great. And Nuj, I will not dignify that with a highlight. Just know that I am seeing that, and you know exactly what you did. Same for you, Dushan. Our third decant is Champs Elysees. God, I fucking hate Champs Elysees. And that would be it for your choices. Let us run them by you again. These are your only choices for the Scent of the Night talent show. And I can't believe I have to say this. The first fragrance is the middling bottle of Pur Nom de Caron. The second is Vetiver by Guerlain. The third is Jiki. And the fourth is Champs Elysees, which Anuj knows he. I think Anuj really likes Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Yeah. I mean, it was a scent of its time. Okay, we have two votes for Champs Elysees. We got one vote for Vetiver by Guerlain, and we got one vote for Jiki. So it appears that Pur Nom de Caron is not getting any love, and so it will be the first one out of the running. So now we are going with the three decans. And again, just so we all are on the same page, in second place are Vetiver and Jiki at second place with one vote each. And our first place with a one vote lead is Champs Elysees by Guerlain, the scent that I explicitly told you guys I hate. But if this does not change in, let's say, the next minute or so, I will, have to wear Champs Elysees. Which, if you guys want that, I'll gladly oblige, but I won't be happy about wearing Champs Elysees by Guerlain. That's all, okay? Like, it's just such a boring kind of woman aged 30 fragrance. It's just like kind of fruity, kind of this, kind of that, kind of. I might have been influenced by Luca Turin's review of Champs Elysees. Like, at first, I thought I didn't understand it. Nah, I just don't like it. I don't like Champs Elysees. So, yeah. Uh, at this point, it has been made pretty clear who the winner is. And so, speak for yourself, man. I like women that are closer to my age bracket. Anuj, you know as well as I do that before we wear the winner of the Scent of the Night talent show, we have to bid farewell and good job to the losing candidates. You know this. You're an avid viewer, and so we have to bid farewell to those who we lost. So, the first one out, Pour un homme de Caron. Just awesome. Just awesome. Nothing more needs to be said other than just awesome. So, next up on the goodbye list is Jiki. The first one, not the best one, but the first one. Getting a little bit of a culinary spice thing from it now, which is weird. Maybe it's the more animalic facets of Jiki. But still, very nice. Goes away now. So, the last one is Vetiver by Guerlain. Ashy thing, nice. Pour un homme loup. I have not smelled it. Honestly, I don't know. If you really want a kind of low version, I don't know. Maybe you should try Le Matin, which is the more recent one, or compare them both. Try and order some samples, or somehow order samples. But yeah, if you want a fresher version of Pour un homme, there are two versions. There's Loup and there's Le Matin. Le Matin. Those are your two options. And I'm not stalling, okay? Here, I'm throwing it in the decant bag, and we're left with Champs Elysees. I'm spraying it on, God. The things I do for the community. No, it was aimed towards women. The first male release would be Mouchoir de Monsieur. That would be the first male release. Jiki was meant for women, surprisingly enough. But yeah, Champs Elysees. Here we go. God, this is just so obnoxious. The things I do for you guys. Ugh. Just like a melon thing, It's not even like a good melon. Like, it's not a nostalgic melon, Like l'Odyssée Parfum, even though it's like objectively a cheap fragrance, At least that one brings memories to me because it was my mother's, like scent for a good while. But this is just boring. This is shit. It's cringe. See, Anuj here is a mega sadist. A mega sadist. Anuj just likes seeing me suffer. Uh, Anuj, if you want me to spray more on, that will cost you $5. If you are that dedicated to seeing me suffer, I want to see and confirm with my own eyes $5 to the coffee link. And then I will drain the whole Champs-Elysees sample. Drain the whole thing on me. Just whoosh. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'll just be stuck suffering from regular Champs-Elysees and not full-on Champs-Elysees. Yeah, that's that. So yeah, think about that. I am not whoring myself out, man, okay? I just I hate Champs-Elysees so much that I will not spray more unless I get paid to do it. You get no more than 4 sprays, 2 on each arm. Is that clear? But yeah, that's that. Sure thing, bro. Uh, that's Thank you so much. Because Anuj gave me the decant. Okay? What do you mean choose your selection from? I always just pull out four candidates, one from a cupboard of mini bottles, and the rest are here in this bag, and they're blind pulls. Okay? I have it in the grab bag because there's a limit. Okay? I can do a bit of of Champs Elysees. I can't do too much Champs Elysees. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Isn't there a flanker called too much Champs Elysees? Pretty sure there is. Pretty sure there is. Like, wait a minute. I need to see if I'm right. And there's a fragrance called Too Much Champs Elysees, and I accidentally made a pun here. Let me see. Too much Champs Elysees. It's a wait. It's a real fragrance. It's a real fragrance. What? What? There's a real fragrance called Too Much Champs Elysees. Guerlain, what were you doing? What were you doing, bro? What do I think of Heritage? It is nice. It's an how shall I say it? It's a, how shall I say it? It's like an orange tinted version of a barbershop fougere a la Anzaro. I really think that on a spectrum, Heritage is on a a very clear and blatant evening time thing, whilst uh, you know, uh, Anzaro is really a morning to like early afternoon kind of thing. I I wouldn't wear this myself, but I do enjoy Heritage. You know, it's something that I might wear more now that I I like scents like this, Lapidus Peron. I enjoy this, so I'm probably gonna enjoy Heritage way more. So why the hell not? I'm probably gonna enjoy it more. Let's pull out Heritage. Let's give it a quick smell. I still hate Champs Elysees. I still hate Champs Elysees. Let me pull it out. That's Chemade. That's La Douleur Exquise. That's Aubusson Homme. That's Bellon. That's Champs Elysees. That's L'Heure Bleue. That's Vetiver. That's Jiki. That's Parure. That's not a douche decant. That's Chalimard. That's sorry. I'm pulling out Heritage. Just Jardin de Baratel. I get a slightly sticky kind of citrusy maybe thing, which might be pineapple. But to me, it kind of just smells like a old man shower thing. That's Mitsuko. Yeah, it's at least in the opening, I don't get a pineapple Aventus thing. Found it, found it. Okay, confound it, I found it. Let's get all these decants back and oops, let's give Heritage the good old colic sniff from the bottle because I am true to my word. Okay, it's going to be my scent of the night. Damn it, this gosh darned Champs Elysees. I really hate Champs Elysees. So yeah, yeah, I do enjoy it a lot more now that I've come back from Lapidus to this shit. It is actually so nice now. Beautiful. There's a little bit of a leather thing, which I don't like, but overall, I do enjoy this more now that I've come back from the, torture chamber of Lapidus Peron. Well, for me, it's just in the cosmetics bag for fun. I don't really mind having to rummage through the bag and pull out one thing and then another thing and another thing. I like the process. It's kind of fun, a little meditative even. But yeah, Phil, I know you're a Terre d'Hermes fan, but is there any other Hermes release that you really enjoy? I am curious since you are one of the newer viewers on the stream, at least. Yeah. And again, I really don't know what Paolo meant by let me smell it for you. Do you mean like the Miss Piggy song? Let me do it for you. Do you mean like that, bro? I really don't get what you mean by "let me smell it for you." I'll have to take you on your word, man. I have not smelled Dia Man, modern or vintage, so I myself do not know that. But if you're saying it smells so good, then it smells so good. And this kind of reminds me of what Russian Adam did with his sample sets, where there it is, the that would be also nice. But yeah, uh, yeah. Regarding this, his history of guitar collection sample set. The leather bound case is nice enough, but the holes where he keeps the samples kind of remind me of what you're saying, where it's like it's a piece of foam where you cut holes in it. And hello, my store. How are you, my store? Tell us your scent of the day if you do feel so inclined. That would be great. So yeah, it has been a while. Let me just do a little bit of shilling, and we can continue on. Not like immense, just like the stream if you're into that. Subscribe if you haven't. And there is a pinned message. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But yeah, hello, my store. Do tell us your scent of the day if you feel so inclined as to tell us. Heritage is gone. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Yo, thanks so much for that, Phil. It really truly means a lot to hear that people appreciate what I'm doing. Because to me, I'm just I'm just a goofy little lad doing his own stuff. Another Zara today, Imperial Purple clone of Dior Parfum. Well, listen, if Dior Parfum is not available in your country, I don't see that much of a reason to not get the clone. It's sure it's a theft. It's intellectual theft. It's bad, and I do believe in those things. But some stuff, it's like I can forgive stuff like that. Like if it's so expensive, just if you get a clone, I really don't mind. Like the prices on Zerjoffs or Nishanays, it's insane. I mean, I said except for Terre d'Hermes, but the Eau Très Fraîche is my favorite from was my favorite. Now it's axed, but when it was a thing, it was my favorite Terre d'Hermes. I haven't actually smelled Eau Givre. I have not. It's probably gonna smell nice, fine, pleasant enough. But it's I truly did enjoy the Terre d'Hermes Eau Très Fraîche. Was nice. And yeah, I've seen Joe and Dan from Wafts from the Loft upload a video talking about it, and people say that they were talking really positively about Leather Jardin. But I myself haven't watched the video, and I don't know why. I didn't feel like watching the video. But yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that particular Zara. But I don't feel like giving my money to Zara. It's just like I hate their their guts. They're just like their clothing is cheap. There is no real identity in it. It's fast fashion. I'd rather buy stuff from obscure designers that price their stuff kind of reasonably for what clothes that are made with real workers should be priced at. I'm not super ethical consumption guy, but I do like a little bit of nice. Thanks. Oh, okay. I understand. I understand now. Okay, that is fine. Okay. Oh, that's what you mean, sniffing bass. Okay. So, to get it straight, Dushan asked what you think about bass. And so you answered, let me smell it for you. Okay. Now I understand the comment. You put that in context and now I am enlightened. Thank you so much for that clarification. But yeah, uh, what else would I want to say? I don't know, bro. Anyone else got any new experiences, new something, any newness? You guys haven't recently. I know that Dushan is going on a vacation to the Blue Coast is soon, which have fun with that, Dushan. But any oh God, no, don't do that, bro. Don't blind buy. That's bad. That's bad. Don't do that. Try and get a sample from someplace. Just Spirit of Dubai is just like the prices are insane. Like even if you're minted, please think before you do that shit. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's like those brands are like the prices are insane. Like even Ensar, no, sorry, especially Ensar. Like sure he prides himself on good materials and they probably are, but like Jesus, god damn, bro, his sample set is $600. You want me to pay $600 for that stuff? Thanks, thanks for that, Phil. Thanks. I do appreciate your commentary. I don't commentary is a bit weird to say. I do appreciate your encouragement and your assessment of my character. It is, if you find that about me, that is great. I personally don't see myself as a huge innovator, but if you think that, I truly am grateful for that. But yeah, it's from the MERS, from the purse. Okay, interesting. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I'm kind of drained at the moment. But yeah, what I actually wanted to say is, has anyone tried anything new for them recently? Not like as in a new release, because new releases, whatever. I don't care. Has anyone smelled something new to them recently? And tell me what you guys felt about it. I'm genuinely curious what you guys, have smelled recently. I hate using the term getting your nose on something because that's kind of like I imagine nostril stretching and like and that's a weird image I have, but I don't like the phrase getting my nose on something. I smell it. I sniff it even. I inhale the aroma chemical fumes into my nostrils, which go into my smell receptors, and then my brain produces an appropriate reaction. I don't like getting my nose on something. That's just not something I do. Okay? It's like the one quote about I don't place the funny word here. I make love. It's like that phrase, but it's like I don't get my nose on something. I smell it. I sniff it. I test it. I think and ponder about it. I am the thinking man about sense. I'm making sense. No, that's the channel name. I'm not making sense even. Okay, I don't even make incense. I'm not making sense. I'm not making sense. I. That's it's What the hell am I even saying, bro? I got derailed so hard by that comment, by like the I got myself into a weird tangent about the phrase "getting my nose on something." Why did I do that? Where was I? Who am I? These are the questions I need to be asking myself. Who am I? The answer is I'm Dev. That is definitely one of the answers of all time. I think I need to give myself a wake up call because I think Champs Elysees has actively made me stupid. I need to smell lapis. Okay, that is a bit better. And I don't know about that. It's like if I want cheapies, I'd rather get you know stuff that was expensive back then. No, no, no. I don't smell great because of Champs Elysees. I smell terrible. I hate myself for smelling like Champs Elysees because Champs Elysees smells boring as all hell. God, it's just so plain and meh, and it's like such a mature girl thing. Just such a mature girl smell. It's just Hi Mia. But yeah, I don't, I really don't mean that I smell great. It's like maybe other people will say I smell great for wearing Champs Elysees, but I don't feel like I smell great for Champs Elysees. You know, it's like those people who wear Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel because other people say it smells good on them, but they hate it. I'm not like that, bro. If I don't like something on me, I'm not gonna wear it. And if I am gonna wear it, it's gonna be for these kind of streams. No, no, don't do that, bro. Don't you dare do that, bro. I am watching you, bro. You know damn well I can't return that because I don't have any money. Bro, if you send me a sample, just like that's gonna drive me insane. Don't do it, Anush. Please think of the children. Think of the children, Anush. It's like you don't understand what you're doing here, bro. It's my life is on the line, bro. If you do that, I'm just like my whole life is gonna crumble. Please, just don't. Just don't send these Champs Elysees decants, please, please, bro, please. Just think of me for a bit, please. Oh, man, purse, merce. Now I got it. Sorry, it's just kind of it. It's kind of the same thing as like moobs, man, boobs. But yeah, please just don't do that. If you want to send me another package of various decants, do feel free to do that. But no Champs Elysees. No, no Champs Elysees. Please think of the children. Think of the future of this world of my country. Think of everyone. Think of world peace. What could happen? Think. Don't send the Champs Elysees. There are consequences. There are consequences. Piedarusha. Some, it might like actually. It's kind of sounds a bit like pederasty, which I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it kind of sounds like pederasty, which kind of creeps me out a bit. I'm sure that's not what you mean, Dushan. Just like kind of weird. But yeah, man, merce being a man purse. No, I don't think it's a man purse. It's a cosmetics bag. It's a toiletry bag. Okay, it's not a purse. It's not a man bag. It's not a man purse. This is a toiletry bag, just purely unisex, which I got from a Debenhams after I bought a bottle of Azzaro Wanted by Night, which I actually did finish. I finished the whole Wanted by Night bottle. And again, while I do have fond memories of wearing a Zaro Wanted by Night, it is not a scent which I will return to unironically. Hmm. Iris d'oreiller. D'oreiller. I have not heard of that. From which? Oh, torréfié. What's torréfié? I have not heard of that. From what brand is that? Is that Naomi Goodsir? I'm not sure. Which brand is that from? Or is it an Hermes? I'm not sure. Jean Valjean. Am I really like a Les Mis character now, bro? Really? Am I just like a character in Les Miserables? Is that really what I am to you now? A character from Les Miserables? Uh, where is Eugene? Eugene is in Canada. He has, his own life, and you know, I don't expect Eugene to show up and chat to me on my streams. But when he does, it is nice, and I do get excited about that. But I don't expect people to show up and watch my stream, which is why I'm very grateful to everyone who does show up and watch my streams. And yes, it is Victor Hugo. He also did like one about Claude Gueux. I think it was something like that. I mean, yeah, if it is his longest work, probably what he would say he's most proud of. But like, I don't want to read that. It's like maybe the musical is kind of fun, but again, I don't like musicals, and like reading his book was probably going to be super boring, seeing as how every act or something like that is interrupted by just huge exposition about French Revolutionary this, French Revolutionary that, and historic milieus and all that. And just like I don't want to read nonfiction history while reading fiction. It just does not work for me. I mean, yeah, it's like if you like those writers, all the more power to you. I'm not big on a lot of high literature stuff. Like I'm kind of forced to read Shakespeare, which it's Shakespeare. I don't enjoy Shakespeare. Sorry if I offend anyone here. It's just like Shakespeare doesn't really do it for me. It's that. And it's like, at this point I am way too tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end the stream now. So let me do a little brief thanks to everyone who came and watched the stream. Paolo, Bob, Dushan, Nuge, Phil, Just Add Light, Donnie, that's his name, Donnie. Um, who else came on the stream? Mia, of course, and I might have said Dushan already, but yeah, thank you to everyone who came on and watched my stuff. So, yeah, do no, I will not give you my blessing. Sample first, and with that utterance, I will